my gosh! Thank you for sticking with us after episode 1. I'm glad we kept your attention. And for the rest of you, if you haven't watched it yet, pause this video, go back and watch episode 1. You caught up now? You caught up? Oh, great. That's great. Don't forget to subscribe. So you'll probably notice that we haven't changed our clothes since the past week, since episode 1's release. Our producer, Jesus Gonzalez, has us recording these episodes in batches so we can get the most out of our cast without pushing them into a too intense weekly schedule. Our goal is to film about 3 to 4 episodes a month to keep a consistent schedule of at least 1 episode a week. And this is all contingent on how diligent our producer is, so please send him your good vibes so so the workload doesn't overwhelm him. And if you have any concerns or complaints, email works too. This episode's a little story heavy, so I hope you get to know the characters a little better in this episode 2. Heroics 101! All right, you guys ready for episode 2? Let's do this, episode 2. All right, thanks for coming back. Last week, that was really crazy, You're back this week. Hey, thanks. Keep enjoying the show. Last time we left off, a halfling walked into the tavern of the Fermented Cucumber in a fight club that you guys were all participating in. Either you were, getting betting there or participating in the fight. And basically came in, played his flute, and asked everyone politely to leave. And then they did so with glazed over eyes, except for you 4. You 4 were completely unaffected. Now, Aodi actually knows why. Yeah, we'll get to that. Before we get into the episode, let's say hi and introduce ourselves again. That way, you guys at home can figure out who we are again, right? Yeah. All right. Well, you guys know me from the intro, duh. Well, let's go around. New people this time, not you this time. Start over here.
I'm quiet.
Shh.
I can go. I'm Pal, and I'm playing Aodi. Random fact: I do have a pet mouse. His name is Tone, as in the tone of sound.
It'd be funny if he was deaf and he was tone deaf.
No. That would be cruel. He has nice big ears. No.
I'm Andrew. I am playing the bar-fighting, loosely moraled paladin Audrin, who, along with his new friend Del, just won a small fight club and are waiting to see the effects of that.
Yeah.
Looking to get paid.
All right, and I'm Jordan. I'm playing Althea, the Eladrin sorceress. She lost her drink and is hoping that she can still get her winnings despite whatever just happened.
I'm Jose, and I'm playing Delron, the human monk. And Delron currently is worried about 2 things. Keeping Aodi safe, and if he's going to get his money or not.
Where's my 2 gold pieces?
I bet 4.
All right.
I bet 10. That wasn't even half my money.
Damn, someone's rolling in.
I know.
It's privileged.
Rolling in the deep. Anyways,
gotta find out how much it's gonna cost for dry cleaning.
I already did that with my prestidigitation, yo.
With what now? Okay, I want to know what this cantrip is.
Prestidigitation. So I'm like, I'm clean and also smell like orchids.
That's what prestidigitation does?
I can do a lot of different things with it.
We read it.
It's like a minor magic trick.
Okay.
She can make look, I don't have anything on my sleeve, and there's juggling balls. Oh my god!
Well, that would be sleight of hand.
No, but hers can
she
can
manifest
magic.
It's like magic.
Manifestation.
Yeah.
I can even flavor pickles juice with it.
She can flavor things.
Yes.
And clean herself.
Mm-hmm.
Or soil herself if she wants it too.
Yeah.
It says it in the book.
True.
Clean or soil.
Yeah, clean or soil, anything.
But you don't need the magic to soil yourself.
No. But you want to do it magically.
And it is a magical feeling.
And it would go, I think it would go away when I wanted.
You
All
can
right.
disgust it.
All right. That's actually good TV. Poop jokes. Always remember that. Always remember that. Poop jokes. Greatest.
That's right.
All right. So, yeah. All right. So back to where we are in the fermented cucumber in the kingdom of Sectus. in the slums of the kingdom of Sectus. All right. So before you stands, as everyone's leaving, you notice the dwarf who was the sort of the fight operator, who has the
Pickle.
bag of gold.
No,
No,
Weird
not
Beard.
Pickle, the other guy.
Weird
Nora
Beard.
guy's
You
name.
never even met him.
Oh, okay.
He was just the one who said, "Let's get it out," and he was collecting everyone's money in the bag there.
Oh fuck! Does he still have the money?
And so has the bag of gold, and
Is he
the
leaving with it?
halfling, as he walks by it, the halfling goes, "I will receive that," and he's holding it, and he goes, "So this is what you guys won. This is what you guys were beating yourselves half to death with, a quarter-filled bag of gold pieces.
Yes.
Here, you guys are all fools." And he hands it over, and he goes, "I can double that if you want."
As he says that
Oh,
he
wait,
can
how
double
much
it,
is in
I
it?
quickly look into it and how much am I looking at?
You're looking at about 150 gold pieces in there.
He can
Alright.
double
There
it.
you go.
And
So is
I
that
tell him, well, we're splitting this. I'm not giving you any money.
you're telling the
I'm
halfling?
telling Halfling, I'm like, I don't want to give him my money that I already won fair and square.
Oh no! I'm not taking any of that money. You can
Tune.
keep that money, and you
Tune
can
and
keep
talking.
on your lay on bro or lay
Well,
on hands
the halfling
bros.
didn't know. It just looked cool.
You can keep all that. I mean, I'm willing to give you 150 gold, but you know what? 200. How's that, Aodi? 200?
That's
200? 200 for something that is...
that's not doubling the bag.
Yeah, actually, it is. That's 150 gold in that bag. If I gave you 200, I'd be doubling and then some.
I was hoping for
300.
You're saying
300.
double,
I-
like total.
Your
kill.
word.
So you'd have-
Let's bargain.
Oh, so you want me to give you 300 for whatever I haven't told you to do
I was
yet?
gonna say,
Yes.
yeah. First, we want
Yeah,
you to tell us
that's
what your.
that's what I heard.
I make sure to stand right next to her, just a little bit in front of her.
He says, now we're going into negotiations. Let's take a seat. And so he indicates to a table that's in the middle, dead middle of the bar, and he points to Pickle, and she's just shaking her head with disappointment. And
In us or the halfling?
at the halfling, and he goes, What's the matter?" And then he literally points at a chair, moves it over with he just points at it and pushes it over, and then he stands up and he kind of hops up, and you see his hand. He doesn't even hold the chair. He just kind of pulls it in with magic, and it slides him up, and he goes, "Pickle, would you serve these nice people the best thing you have in the house?"
Oh, we've had it.
No, she knows what I'm talking about. And she goes, "Well, I'll spit in your glass." And she's like basically
Yes.
cleaning a glass. And she pours over. The halfling sits with his hands folded, and he's smiling at you.
I like it, monkey. It's fine. It's fine.
All right,
Don't
sit
even
down.
worry.
And he
Sure.
says, "Well, as Pickle's pouring that, I believe some introductions are in order, right? Yeah?
Could it help?
Yeah. Okay. Well, my friends call me Slip,
Slip.
Mm,
and you can call me Mr. Creek End.
mm.
I'll call you Slip.
Mr. Creekend?
Creek End. I was born.
Oh, Slip Creek End.
Yes. See,
Gotcha.
my family were born at the end of a creek.
Slip, we don't need your life story. We're here for business.
Well, you asked me what my last name was.
All right.
I'm just obliging.
I sit in the seat that I think he doesn't want me to sit in, but I don't say anything. But I do call him Mr. Creekend. I said, I will listen to you, Mr. Creekend, but also those people went away. Do we need to worry about that? I like money, but do we need to worry about that?
Yeah, the people back in the bar, like
They did a
business as
thing with
usual,
their
they all
eyeballs.
left the bar.
With their weird-looking eyeballs.
They all
Talk
left.
about weird-looking eyeballs.
I am practicing Mage Hand, and when I master it, let me tell you.
We're all looking forward to it.
He has
Well.
prestidigitation. It's not.
Well, you know, I've been around the block a couple times. I got myself a couple different magical tricks. These are just tricks, really.
I interrupt. They don't trust you, Slip. Just get to the point. That's why they don't trust you.
Coyote, I don't care if they don't trust me.
Well,
this
you
isn't
want
a
them
game
to work
of
for
trust.
you.
That's
Come
good. We
on.
don't.
This is a game of money. Money buys trust.
Roll my
No,
eyes.
it doesn't.
You
Momentary
gotta roll
trust.
to roll
Yeah,
your eyes.
momentary
I
trust.
want to roll my eyes.
Let's do it. Snake eyes. That's
It
you
can
totally
buy
roll.
loyalty, but not respect.
She's smart.
For the right price, I'll respect you.
Oh.
Well, you would.
I am what they call a high-level operative in the Foxes. And I have a little bit of jurisdiction in this area. And, you know, occasionally I will find some people, ask them to do a task. Now, that doesn't mean that you're Foxes yourself. No, don't get me wrong. You're just helping me out. I get credit for what you guys do, but you guys get paid. And whatever you guys do or pick up on the way, well, we'll just call that part of the bargain, right?
Okay.
So, I have a little bit of an issue. And I don't really feel like doing it myself. You see, there's someone who's been causing a little bit of a problem for us. And his name is Bishop Felcrin. You see, he's not a bishop. That's the joke, right?
Velcrin?
I
Felcrin.
don't get it.
Felkrin.
Is this man lying that he's religious?
It's all a game, a facade for him. You see, he says that he's stood over more dead bodies than any bishop or cleric in the whole kingdom of Sectus. Meaning, he's murdered enough people to fill all graves in all of Sectus, in his mind. Yeah, it's all a ruse. He's just trying to scare people. It's all scare tactics. You see, a month or two ago, he went into a town a little north of here. You may have heard of it, Tides Raw. Now, the king used to go to Tides Raw all the time to have a little fun. You see, Tides Raw has, it's got bathhouses. It's got-
Brothels?
yeah, well, one. But it has these great, and I mean great, it's a hot summit. It's a nice kind of underwater, like above ground hot spring, if you will. And they've built a hotel, tavern above it. And, for a price, you can sit in the hot spring. You can have a nice, attractive individual sit with you.
Mm.
It's a nice place to be. And since the king finds himself pretty lonely, he goes over and he sits around with some people who are good at conversation. So that's it. It's the king. It's the king. The king wants it. And recently, the bishop has occupied Tides Raw.
Are we killing this bishop?
Well,
I don't care what you do with him. I just don't want to see him anymore.
Now, why come to 3 complete strangers instead of, your local law enforcement to take care of this murderer, or at least self-proclaimed murderer?
Well, I don't want to get my hands dirty. I'm too old for that. I could easily just have somebody who wants to make money do it for me. Do you want to make money?
As opposed to the local law enforcement? What is their take on it?
All right, well, here's the problem. If I do this big hoity-toity, big show, okay, and get a bunch of people involved, then my guild can't, keep making money off of Tides Raw. I'd have to share it with the other guilds. I don't really feel like doing that.
Makes sense.
Well, I don't know about these fine people, but I am no assassin. My services are for sale, but you're going to have to come up with something a little bit more damning.
Yeah, what
If
is
you want
it
me to
that
get
you
my
want?
hands
You
dirty.
said take care of him. If
Said
you don't
the
want to
king
kill
wants
him,
something.
All right.
I'm more than happy to bring him to justice.
Do you want to give me some insight checks?
Okay.
Oh my god, missed.
Ooh, 19 plus
19.
21.
Plus what is it?
Insight.
Insight.
Nope.
19 plus insight.
You know him.
Dice of shame.
You know him personally.
Oh, no.
So because of that,
Where is it?
you do get advantage on this roll.
What's your
So
skill?
that means you get to roll 2 d20s. So roll
It's
again.
Intelligence.
Plus 2?
Oh, it's this
Nope.
one?
Oh.
Plus 2, yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so
2 and a
21.
1.
21,
My dice don't like me
21,
today.
nothing?
I'm ignoring him right
Yeah.
now.
Okay. With the
You're like
21,
tuning
now
your guitar, like,
21,
what?
21 is pretty good on this check, by the way. But he's really good. Yeah. Yeah. But with this, so you do know that he's omitting something.
I
And
tell him, I get this
but you're not sure what.
feeling you're maybe not telling us something that
You're telling us the whole story.
the whole story of why it would be legal even for us to work for you.
Okay. It's all money. You see, Tides Raw used to be owned by the Foxes. We used to get a cut in every transaction that used to happen there. Problem is, Bishop went in with his band of 3, and he took over. And now they have large posts that are blocking off all of Tides Raw, and they're using all the spoils for themselves. You see, we can't get any money off of it anymore. All
So
right.
when you say
So
take
that-
care of him, you just want to profit off of this place again.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care what you do with him. You can keep his body. You can do whatever you want. You can ship him off to another place. I don't mind. Problem is, further to make things even worse, besides his band of 3, he's also been hiring a band of goblins, who are led by hobgoblins and bugbears.
Oh, God.
And recently, some of the citizens of Sectus that were traveling north have had their valuables taken, stolen, and heads smashed. Very strange, though, because some of the people who weren't killed said that the goblins simply stole some mundane objects off of their person and let them go. But the shock brought them back to Sectus. They didn't continue their journey. We're a little confused. We're not sure why they wanted to steal 60 feet of hempen rope and a broom. That was pretty confusing, to say the least. The stories get weird and convoluted, but essentially,
Dusty treehouse.
we need somebody to come in and stop the bishop from hiring these goblins and bugbears. And then we need somebody to, well, push them out of Tides Raw. And if you do this for me, there might be more money in it.
300 gold.
More than 300? I say, Mr. Slip, Creekin. I'm no hired assassin. But for a hefty pay, I am willing to go and visit this Tides Raw, make sure, and to make it safe. If I come across any dark forces, I'd be willing to clean them out. And if I find the bishop is behind them, I will bring him to justice for you, for a hefty fee, of course.
Well,
These fine people can travel with me if they want to share in the reward. But again, I'm not an assassin.
that's fine. But when you see the shanty town that now lies around what used to be Tides Raw, and you see how the citizens now suffer because they can't even make a living for themselves, I think you'll know that justice needs to be done.
Well, I'll bring justice, but I'm not going to bring your justice.
Okay. Okay. As long as the job is done, you'll get paid. That's it.
Okay.
So, anyone else want anything special? You said you 300 gold.
300
I
gold
mean,
for the
whatever
job.
you pick up.
Whatever we pick up.
Yeah,
but
it's all yours.
300 gold for the complete job, right?
Yeah, 300 gold for the complete job.
Paid. before.
Mm.
And the- you know.
100 now, 200 then.
Okay with that.
I'm fine with that, but I would love to use my charisma to see if there's anything you aren't telling us.
Okay.
Okay,
So would you like to do a persuasion?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, but is he really good at that? What's the one he's really good at?
He's pretty much good
Well,
at
he's-
talking, I think.
Yeah, he's a good talker.
Yeah.
But yeah, give it a shot.
I can't really tell you what he's good at, but you can tell just from the way he's kind of talking and the stuff he's omitting, that there is maybe kind of a deception that he's doing.
Right.
He's maybe feeding you half of a story,
Right.
and that there's probably pieces that he's omitting.
Okay, but does he seem particularly brave? Because I can try and intimidate him into telling us.
Does he? It's just him. Does he? He doesn't have any
No.
bodyguards or
He,
anything.
has
he
magic,
has a
though.
stupid flute.
He does have a stupid flute.
I mean, go ahead. I'm not going to say no.
All right, I
yeah,
want to
I'm
intimidate
gonna
him.
Big strong
caution-
woman.
I'm gonna strongly caution against this. I'm gonna strongly
Oh no.
caution against this.
Oh no.
But feel free.
He's
Feel
gonna
free.
use his dumb flute. Okay, well, let me see here. Okay, so I say to him, I want the 300 gold and pickles juice, and then I'm gonna try and intimidate him.
You should intimidate him. Like if something goes wrong,
Right,
you're
yeah.
gonna regret it.
Let's see. Okay.
Do it.
I don't
Do
like
it.
his
It's like you're
face.
threatening
it.
his face.
I don't like his face, but I'm gonna try and intimidate. I roll. Oh fuck me! It's a 2. And so it's a 7, and I'm like, fuck
No,
you,
you listen
fuck
here.
you, dude. Yeah, I'm like, there's
You
a
smell
fly,
like
fuck
pickles.
you. I know you're being dishonest about something.
Oh, you're just a darling. You're just a darling. You're just a darling. How old are you, Elf? Are you 14?
Hey, that doesn't matter.
I'm 90, you jackass.
Oh, well, that's what 14.
She doesn't
It's
look a
like-
day over 78.
But she's a darling, isn't she?
She's adorable when she gets angry.
Would definitely do you guys all really well in your group, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Now, see,
Fuck
There-
whatever's happening.
there happens to be one.
We roll our own fate.
So, yep.
You know, you actually would remind me a lot of Fizzel.
Who is Fizzel?
Yeah, one of the bishop's men. You see, she is a former sorceress. Well,
She
I
was
former.
one of his men.
Well, yeah, she's in the
One of
inner
his
circle.
hired arm.
Okay, there we go.
You know,
She's one of his women.
no,
Not that kind of
she's his cousin. Unless you're into that kind of thing.
bishop's cousin.
No judgment.
Freaking
So,
bishops.
essentially,
Work for the bishop.
yes.
You're saying she might be able to sneak in.
She's actually
No.
been known to wield a blade and cast a spell. And she might be in possession of something that you might like. I don't know.
Mm.
Is there anyone else that might know or has been to Tides Row that might know what's the current happenings? What's going on there? Anyone else that we can talk to for more information on the troubles on the road?
Well, if I were you, I think the best thing to do would be maybe before you leave, and maybe hit up the merchant over in. Oh man, I forgot the name.
fine.
The merchant who recently had she had her broom stolen on her route to the shanty town that now lies next to Tidesraw. I need to come up with a witty name for the merchant.
Giselle.
No, the
Giselle,
merchant
Giselle.
name.
Oh, that's why I said it. 'cause
Oh,
it's
for
like-
the store?
Frank's Emporium.
Frank's Emporium.
Hello, Frank.
Let's go talk to Lady Frank.
Lady Frank's Emporium.
I got one last request.
Yes.
This is all fine. 300 gold is fine. We'll do it. I think we all know that you might be not telling us the complete truth, but we're okay with that. I feel like that's just
And we still got to
Customary.
split that 150 you got
Yeah.
there, but we'll
Pickle,
go with that in a
as
moment.
you're talking, Pickle comes in. She gives you guys like it looks to be like almost a shot glass. It's
I give
filled
her a
with
gold
something
piece.
brown.
You're a breath of fresh
Yeah,
air.
and knock her
Pickle.
a couple gold pieces. Sure.
One last thing I think would benefit the whole mission as a whole.
Mhm.
It seems like this bathhouse in Tights Row. Seems to be a very popular place for information, maybe, about the bishop, even if the bishop
Yeah,
be there.
yeah, for information. Totally.
Any
for
way
information.
you can get us in there? Or pay
Like
for,
into the VIP room? For information.
for information.
Oh, and Tides Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would benefit you to fund such a thing.
It would benefit you to get us in there.
To get us to the
get
bishop.
information.
Into
That's
the
possible.
VIP room at the bathhouse.
I can tell you about his
For
band.
information.
Is that what you're asking for? Or are you asking for a horse and carriage? Or are you asking for an equal share?
I'm asking for...
Because you're
either-
not getting an equal share.
No, I'm not asking for it. I'm asking for a way into that bathhouse.
So say, is there a way that we can prove that we're representing a high agent
You don't want to
of
be
some
known for
sort?
that. Oh, no.
Or money to buy our way in, a secret passage.
Freight credentials, maybe.
Like
to
we're
get
gonna have
into
to,
the bathhouse?
it's
Well, I haven't been to Tides Raw in about 5 years, but if I remember anything, it's a coastal city, or coastal town. I haven't seen it recently, but I've heard tell that they've actually put 15-foot logs all the way and forming a giant fence around the bathhouse and a couple of the merchants' homes. I haven't seen it myself, but my sources tell me that it's open to the rear, meaning it's open to the coast for in and out travel. But it's probably filled with guards right over there. So I guess you could take a jolly boat over to the docks, but that would cause concern because they would see you there. Or I guess you could hop the fence. That would be a task and
I can hop the fence.
too small. Or you can try and go through the front gate.
If we were just customers and we paid,
what if we were deputies?
Well, you see, customers haven't
Wanna
been
be
into
deputized.
the bathhouse in a long time. The only
I
people
see.
that are allowed in and out are the guards.
What about a traveling
I see.
merchant? I come from a family of merchants.
Might be a worthy ruse. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a horse and a carriage, and I'll give you some fake provisions, and we will ask you guys to ride up as,
merchants.
fake merchants.
Real merchants.
Well, yeah, we'll
Real merchants.
Have a bar.
Sound good?
I say, I'm not bound by any man's law.
I'm a half
but,
man.
So you're bound by half
Tell
the
me
laws.
about it.
half the laws. But at the same time,
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. I'm horrible at winking. Wink, wink. Got it.
I feel like we should be investigating the goblin bugbear bishop relationship. My interest is to bring the safety back to the travelers of that area. Where has the attacks been reported?
Well, there's a tavern called Halfway, and it's approximately halfway between Tides Raw and Sectus. It's not actually halfway, but they
Liars.
just call it that. It's good because the road is about an 8-hour travel by horse, and you can stop off there, take a nap, take a nice long rest before you need to get all the way up to Tides Raw. And apparently, I think that they were saying that the goblins are now taking hold of that tavern. I'm
Well-
not too sure.
I guess one more
But
thing would
Definitely Frank's Emporium, Miss Frank, would know more.
be... All right.
She was the one who saw the goblins.
Speaking of, I arrived in town by boat. I think we're going to need horses.
Who's giving us a horse and a carriage?
He's gonna
He's
give us a
gonna
horse
give us
and carriage.
I meant 2 horses.
Okay.
You don't want to seem like you have a lot of money. I mean, you're merchants, right? You want to be able to negotiate. 1 horse is enough. If I give you 2, then it looks like a traveling guards party.
Well,
You gotta be simple merchants, man. You can't be with these hoity-toity guys.
I'm not thrilled about this ruse, but I'll leave it to my new traveling companions for the best way to go about this, which I think will keep the least number of innocent people out of harm's way and get us farthest into.
All right. Well, I will
this.
tell Pickle to kindly let you stay in the fermented cucumber for the night, and I'll pay her for her services.
Thank you.
And Pickle goes, he says, well, and I'll have the horse and carriage in front of the Frank's Emporium by the morning. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. 100 gold right now. And he flips back 2 gold coins, which both spin in unison. And he flips it off of one thumb, and it flips back to Pickle. And she catches it with her hand, and she spits on it, shines it. She goes, "You're good." And then puts it in a jar next to her. And she goes, "Well, you're happy to stay for the night." And she goes, "And bring back my patrons!" And wait, hold on, her accent. "And bring back my patrons!"
There it is.
And
That's Pickle.
and then he goes, "Why, yes, milady." And he walks outside.
I follow real quick.
You follow
I follow Slip.
and
Okay.
goes
I
outside.
make a rude
literally-
gesture behind him.
And he goes outside, goes to the alley, snaps his fingers, and everyone walks back in. And they sit down. And
Like,
yeah, you watch the population kind of drone.
He
in.
disappeared?
No, he's outside.
He went outside.
I followed him outside.
Okay.
I go, this counts. This counts as one of my tasks for this damn deal.
Sure.
All right.
I turned to them.
Are you looking into that promotion at all?
Oh, this is outside.
Yeah, they're
right?
outside.
Yeah, my conversation.
I turn to you guys and I go, I don't know what it is, but something about that guy I don't trust.
Probably that he's one of the foxes.
So you're the
That's
brains of our
part of it.
operation, is my question. Okay.
I hope not, because that might be my lowest score.
That's my lowest score.
What-
Yes, I was being sarcastic, and yeah, you weren't smart enough to get the joke.
My wisdom is not that great either.
No, you did.
I tell Slip, I don't like working for just anybody, but maybe.
It's just a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
So
Okay.
This counts.
I'm delighted
Yeah,
by
it
this
counts.
pickle character.
You do
I know,
one job.
I do like pickle.
You get the tattoo.
Whatever
Okay.
happens, we got to protect this place.
Yeah. Yes, this place has our protection.
I hope Dell and Relish
I
feel
tell him
better.
facetiously.
You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
they were
I
great.
beat him up.
Or Dill and Relish.
When she walks back, I'll take that 100 gold plus 150. And this
So we got
split it up.
250.
Yeah, no, so it's 37.5 from the winnings, and then
Uh-huh.
plus another 25 from just the 100.
Yeah.
So,
What
And
are you saying,
then-
what?
she already
37
split
and
it
a
up.
half.
She already split it up.
yeah, I did.
Oh,
the
sure.
math.
No.
It should be like
Now, why
60
did
for each
I was
one.
gonna say why are we getting the same amount when
Like,
we're the
yeah.
ones that got punched in the head multiple times?
Because you
You don't
annoy
even
me.
smell like pickles anymore.
I smell of orchids. Fair's
yeah.
fair on this journey. This is a dangerous journey.
I
We
go,
cannot
"Oops!"
have more money in one sack than another.
I think it splits up. It splits up evenly at 62 and a half. So 63 for us.
Well,
I guess?
62 plus 5 copper pieces, I guess, is how it would work out.
True.
Something like that.
yeah.
So,
So yeah,
Uh,
I have 72 then.
Actually, 5 silver pieces.
Splitting up.
5. Oh, that's right, 5 silver.
5 silver
Go.
pieces.
Everyone likes to
So
split
62
up.
Did they
gold.
eliminate
How
copper?
much do I
No,
get?
they
62
didn't. It's on the
gold,
top.
5 silver.
I get 62 gold
So
and 5 silver.
62
Okay.
gold, 5 silver.
Right.
And then that includes from the 100.
Yeah, it's all the 250
All
altogether.
right. All right. I am
So,
pleased with this.
And his AOD come back in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already came in.
Okay.
All right. So, do you know what we should do?
Yes,
What's
AOD,
gonna
you
get
know
us
the guy.
killed?
I hope you know what we're
I
getting
saw
ourselves
you
into.
mouthing, "We're gonna die. We're all going to die. Oh my God, we're going to die."
That's
so,
only if we let this guy stay in charge.
Oh,
Wait,
him?
this
Oh
guy
yeah,
or
no,
the
he's not.
halfling?
He's
I
not
look
in.
at you.
Oh,
He's
we're,
not in
we're
charge.
dead. We're
I
totally
look
dead.
at you.
Good, we agree.
I don't know. When he has stuff like this, it usually means we have to sneak in. There is no other way about it.
Okay.
If we go in looking like deputies and they're like, at you because you have armor on.
Well, I think we need to hit up this tavern first.
Yeah.
If it is being occupied by goblins, we can kill them.
Well, let's
Yeah.
go visit.
Well, we have to visit
Emporium.
Lady Frank
Lady
first.
Frank
Lady
first.
Frank.
She'll tell us how many
So-
goblins they were.
Yeah.
We can wait until the morning, or we can do it now, and I don't know.
I say we're off the Franks.
I'm down with that.
Well,
It's
we should probably
late.
go in the
Oh,
morning.
Okay, all right.
Because
Lady
the
Frank
carriage
is
is going to be there in the
sleeping.
morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
Lady
what time
Frank
is, it
is
now?
sleeping.
Like,
It's pretty late. I mean, like you wouldn't have a fight club at like.
I would like to bring
4.
back my inspire. Let me rest.
Let's rest.
Let's rest.
All right, let's
nothing
get
to
our
be
rest on.
So you guys go to sleep. It's a pretty uneventful night.
Yay, I get my inspire back.
There's a slight chill in the air that permeates the thick humidity that is all around Sectus right now, and it wraps around you and sort of cools you off, but also sends a chill down your spine as you sleep. You wake up. Dill and Relish come in.
True
What's
strike again. No, sorry.
Oh wait, you can't get True Strike again. I'll count the True Strike as your first roll.
Okay.
So it's okay. You don't need to do it. We'll count True Strike. True Strike. It's good. She's got a special thing that lets her get a random spell every morning. And we'll count the one from yesterday as the one for today.
Okay.
Whatever. It's all good. It doesn't affect me any. You didn't even use it last time, so. All right. So essentially, you wake up and you're welcome to Dill and Relish. Obviously, the men are in one room. The women were offered another room. And
What's going on?
Dill and Relish come
Sup, head
into
to foot.
each room. Dill comes to your guys' room. Relish comes to your guys' room. And Relish has the meanest scowl on his face. He puts a tray right in front. It's one tray, and it's got toasted bread and an orange and beer.
No pickles?
And 2 sets of beer, 2 sets of oranges, or one set, 2, and then 2 pieces of bread. He goes, "It's your morning. Good fight."
It's really weird. That's literally what I had for breakfast this morning.
Relish, where's the rest of our breakfast?
I was unconscious. I couldn't cook.
I told you no hard feelings.
It was a good fight, but I just.
I go, all right, bring it in. Bring it in.
Okay,
Can I
all
give
right.
him-
He wraps his hands around your head as you come in.
I go, this feels right.
Yes, it feels right. Hey, if you come back next time, I might have some, cooked meat or something.
All right.
Who knows?
Thanks, Relish.
All right.
Sorry
bud.
about last night.
Hey, don't need to be sorry. I didn't win. It's all right.
Almost knocked
You're
me
a
out.
winner of my
Well,
book.
yeah. You got a tough right. You got a tough right and tough left and tough leg, and you're pretty tough.
That other leg too.
Yeah,
pretty
both
good.
my legs are pretty tough. One's
Yep.
tougher than the other.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So, and then
walk more on it.
Dill comes in. He says, "Hi, ladies. That was a good fight. You guys fought really well last night."
And I go, "Thank you, Dill," and I give him a silver piece. I'm so delighted.
Yay. Thank you. I'm gonna buy a horse with this.
Okay.
Wow.
Be good to the horse.
I eat horses.
Okay, don't do that
What
then.
have you done?
Okay.
Okay.
But they're big and got a lot of meat.
Yeah. Not with that one though.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's not enough for a horse, anyways.
Okay, good.
It's got a horse's face on it. Look. It doesn't.
That's great. It's like
It's a
that's the
bird.
queen.
Burn!
The queen is dead, dude.
Oh shit.
But,
Dill,
yeah,
is
she
it really
died, like-
dumb or just
Yeah.
the sickest burn of the empire?
Right.
Of the
Yeah.
kingdom?
Uh-oh. Sick bird.
Sick burn.
Tap, tap. Certainly no. Good morning.
Okay. I'm going to go now. And there's a little flower that's on your guys' thing, and it
Aw.
kind of sits across the food. And
Aw.
I love it.
This is-
I like flowers.
Me too.
yeah, but you guys didn't get
You-
one.
You didn't
You
get
guys
one.
hurt them last night.
It's cool. We got an orange to split.
2 oranges.
2
We
oranges.
each
I
got
think it was
one.
just the one orange.
Was it one
It
orange?
It was
Did
one
we-
orange.
Well, no, it's 2 oranges.
Oh, we each got an orange.
I make an orange sandwich.
Did the girls get a different breakfast?
No.
Okay.
Same breakfast.
All
It's
right.
just you guys had a flower that was on the inside of the
Okay,
the
so
tray.
we also got oranges. Everyone got oranges.
Yeah, I come out with an orange.
I'm gonna
peel in
put
my mouth.
in my. I'm saving my orange. I'm putting it in my accessible items. Orange.
One?
accessible. You have it on your
It's-
like
I
side.
already- it is ready to
He's
go.
got like a
Very
tactical
Ant-Man of
clip
Anyone
through
have
it.
an orange?
That's a tactical orange right there.
That's right.
Tactical orange.
You guys get hurt
It's
enough.
like in between rounds of fighting,
Squeeze an orange juice in someone's eyes.
I need my orange
Anyone have any
triangles.
orange
No
slices?
scurvy.
Orange smiles.
It's gonna turn into Skyrim. I'm low on health. 3 oranges and a chicken.
Where's my cheese wheel?
Nah, I'm stronger. I ate all the cheese. That's not how it works. You need to go to the bathroom.
Yikes.
Anyways,
Let's
okay.
head to Frank's Emporium.
So yeah, it's
So
a
we meet up
normal
with the
day.
ladies.
Oh yeah, but I buy a half a jar of pickle juice from Pickle.
Like, how big are these
Pickles
jars
juice.
that you're going to be carrying
I
around?
imagine
Like,
it's
is it
small. I want to. Okay,
It's a
it's like
jar
that.
of
Well,
pickle.
mine's half full.
Yeah. It's a big.
an
Yeah.
optimist?
Yeah, it's half
Optimist.
full, and it's gonna go right in the carriage next to me.
She's definitely going to smell like pickles by the end of the day.
No,
But we don't have a carriage yet, so she has to carry it all the way.
You do
Yeah.
got to carry it
I'm
to the
not worried
carriage.
about it. I'm
I
not
offer-
worried about it.
In Elvish,
I'm very
Sloshes
worried.
around.
in Elvish, I offer to carry it until Frank's.
In Dwarvish, I say no.
In common, I don't understand Corvish, so I'm just like,
In common, I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. It was a
All
joke.
And it was a joke in Dwarvish
Yeah,
that I don't
I'm
get
just
it.
fucking with him. He doesn't know it.
I don't know Dwarvish. That's fine.
So
The girl with the
Like,
pickle.
confused with their vessel, like, oh god, these
This is
Actually, we just start going down the
girl.
language list.
yeah. What language can I insult you with today?
I say Numish. Well,
Go in.
Wow.
Walk into
I
it.
never.
It's an emporium, so I'm probably gonna also look for stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you know
walking
that it's not in the Emporium's not in the it's not in the slums. You have to kind of
walked up.
follow the northern there's like a road up to the north, and there's basically there's giant roads that kind of cross through Sectus, and there's kind of stone gates that sort of partition off each what I would call district of Sectus. And there's 6 districts, and the slums is in the south east district. You had to cross through another district, and you cross into the northern district. You know that the Emporium, you know it because you have a city map, and you guys have been around the city long enough. You guys know that the district that's in the north is what we would call the district of the Helm, and it's where you can buy most of your weapons and stuff like that. Not too many dry goods and stuff like that, but you're not going to be able to find food and stuff like that. If you wanted to get you want to find the marketplace, you got to go to the Fox. You got to go to the Fox district because that's where they have this long kind of bazaar where you can get a bunch of cool stuff. But if you go into Frank's Emporium, Frank, she has general goods there, and you know that. So there's
And
a
the carriage is there?
horse and carriage, yeah. And there's the population in this area is massive. We're talking like hustle bustle. There's big, Clydesdale type horses pulling big hauls, logs, stone,
Logs. I think those are my logs. See those?
and you could actually tell because you've cut down some mandrake, those big trees with the big things.
Mandrake.
Yeah, and
I know wood. So if you guys have any questions,
wood-related concerns. I have wood-related concerns. And I can suggest some medication for that. And basically, you see the hustle and bustle. You see some dwarves kind of they're acting as the horses for some carriages. There's sort of what's that called? A hacksaw, where they have the.
I know what you mean, but I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know the name of it. I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know online. But basically, they're pulling their own carriages and the big barrels and things like that. And you get to the front of Frank's Emporium, and there's what looks to be sort of a sausage that's kind of on the big banner that's there, and then under it it's got a helmet.
Wait, the sausage is wearing a helmet?
No, well,
The
yes,
helmet
yes,
is-
that's funnier than my original idea.
That's-
Yes,
the helmet
the
is wearing a
sausage is wearing a helmet.
I like it. I'm going to draw it.
Yeah.
I look like a sausage wearing helmet. And you walk in, and you see this lady who's packing sausages.
I take 3. I go up to her and I'll take 3 of those sausages.
All right. Well, they're a copper coin each.
I'll take 5.
All right.
Wait, what's the copper to silver? I'll take 10, so I can drop a silver piece.
All right. And
I
so
want to
she
keep track of copper.
she goes in, and there's like sausage links hung over there, and she goes, "Okay, well here's a string of them," and she hands you a string of sausages.
I go.
Sausages.
He really likes sausages, and she really likes pickles. I'm beginning to sense a theme here.
I'm too hungry.
If we come to a banana stand, freak out.
My mouse just looks at you and just like squeaks.
I know, right?
Just-
I was actually talking to the
Talking to
mouse,
the mouse.
basically.
Yeah, Audrin has this thing with her mouse. He doesn't even talk to Aodi. He talks to the mouse.
I do my office style like facial expressions to the mouse, like.
And
After I get my sausage.
yes,
Every time we camp, I'm gonna cook one of these sausages.
Oh, we're gonna be.
I appreciate that.
Anything else in the store that we could like?
it's just
Rummage
Is
through?
Frank there? Like,
Or is it
we
just
come into the
sausages?
store. It's a big store.
yeah. So there's one lady who's behind a counter, and I mean, there's a bunch of general goods, like anything that's on the general list you can buy there. So if you guys wanted to buy any weapons, like general weapons, thieves' tools, if you want to buy any of that stuff, you guys can. It's going to be the standard price as it's in the player's handbook. So if we can pick that up, that'll be what the price you'll be charged will be. And
Yes.
yeah, we
We're
need
making-
another book. We need a couple other
I
books.
should have brought.
Um,
I guess I could have my laptop.
It's all good.
Can
So-
next time. You want it?
No, I can stick it
Yeah,
out.
I do.
But yeah, just have it over here. So you can buy whatever you want for price. Yeah, there's just a lady there. You see 2 little kids kind of working in the back too. And she's making sausages, and they're just talking to some patrons. There's a good amount of people coming in and out for this morning.
After I get my sausages, I ask, because I got sausages first before I even introduce myself. I say, my name's Del. Are you Lady Frank?
Yes. Mhm.
Yes. We had a few questions about some stuff. We heard that you had some encounter with some goblins
Oh.
not so long ago.
Oh yeah.
And you lost a broom.
I was freaked out. You see, I had my little one here,
Mhm.
Beans.
Hey, Beans.
Well,
Cool beans.
Beans.
Franks and beans. Bean
Yeah.
Franks.
Well, see, I have my little one here,
Awesome.
Beans. He was just with me when we were going up to. We were going halfway because I was going to, sell them some of my wares,
Mhm.
my sausages, and I literally was stopped by 4 goblins who were dressed like very strangely. Their clothes were bigger than normal, and they stopped me, and they ordered me to let go of my belt. And I said, oh yes, definitely. I thought I was going to be, the worst thing you
The
could
worst?
think of there.
Don't
So I
name
took
it.
off my belt, and I was thinking, oh, maybe they just want my, my satchel from my bag, from my belt, and I took off my belt. I handed it to them, and I put my hands up, and I said, I don't want any trouble. We can leave. And they took my belt off of the belt loop from the pack, and they took my coin bag out from the belt loop as well, kept the belt, threw the bag back at me, and then ran away with my belt.
That's interesting.
And they said something in Goblin. You see, I don't speak Goblin, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is they were saying, but 2 of them were giggling, and I was so shocked by the experience because goblins are such horrible things.
Yeah.
I just decided to take Beans and myself, and we came back. And
Can you sound out
But
what they
they-
said phonetically?
Do you speak Goblinoid?
Wait, maybe I don't, so maybe that'd be pointless. But,
Oh.
but maybe you
It'd
should
be
roll
funny.
it anyway?
Be
Yeah.
funny.
Let me see what
I
language.
go,
Oh.
did they,
I
I go,
have
did
comprehend
they hurt
language.
you?
well, you have to hear it. That's
Yeah, that's
kind of
fine.
how comprehend language works.
I
I'm
ask
just
if,
letting if she's asking her to see if she could try her best to phonetically
Mhm.
say it.
I say, did they hurt you?
No, I was just very confused.
Oh, I know. I don't speak Goblin.
But I did see a couple carriages that were knocked over, and things were pouring out of the carriages and the crates and things like that. I can only oh, I did see a curious sight. I think there was a human skull in the tree.
In the tree.
In the tree.
Above me.
Decorations. Or
Maybe.
a marker.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That'd be a good marker of where
I-
this happened.
But the whole... I was happy to leave with my life. I was a little afraid. I just made the best decision for me and my son.
No, you did. That's... I'm happy they didn't hurt you, and they only took your belt, which is weird. But it's good information, thank you. We will try and deal with these goblins.
Did they
Yeah.
also take a broom?
I did hear word that they took one gentleman's broom from his wagon when he came up.
All right.
But he
so-
actually
Got a list
made
of
the
this.
delivery.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
So a belt
So,
from you, a
belt,
broom from another man, and
broom.
60 feet of hempen rope.
60 feet. That's inches. Feet is that.
Okay.
I forgot the quotations.
How do you
Belt
inch?
broom, 60 feet of hempen rope.
Oh, were you the ones that needed the horage, the horse and horage? The horage.
Horage.
You need the horage
That's
for
what
forage?
Dill's gonna make out of horse.
Yeah, horage. It's horse and wheat. Horage. Perfect.
Yes, we are the ones that needed the horse and the carriage.
Yes.
That's right. I heard.
Well,
Of
so-
course.
You know, we could also maybe use your opinion on a gentleman named Slip
Creek End.
Creek
Creek
End.
End.
We don't speak illy of the foxes.
Ah.
Well, he's a dick.
We don't speak illy of the foxes.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Let's see here.
He bought you the horse and carriage, and I was instructed to put some empty crates and empty barrels in it, and I did so. I didn't put a cover on it because I figured that you didn't need it.
Can we get a cover?
That's-
Sure.
one.
They're
Sure.
They're
sure.
gonna try and inspect the boxes. Why would he give us the fake goods? Well, because he's cheap. That's why.
Oh, well, if you want, I mean, we can put in some leftovers, some broken pickaxes, broken shovels.
Whatever you're willing to provide, we will put it in these boxes.
I can give you those for free.
Okay, excellent. So we got broken shovels and pickaxes.
Broken tools. Hardware.
Yeah, broken
Okay.
tools.
If we could get a cover for the carriage, though.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Beans, hot dog. Could you go and help these nice people out? Just grab the stuff from the back, the broken stuff. Just put it in the barrels and crates.
Maybe
Would you?
Frankfurter should help them.
Frankfurt.
Oh, my husband. Oh, my late husband. Oh, bless his heart. I miss my Frankfurter. Well,
I'm gonna metagame right now and just say I'm really hungry and I want some hot dogs. I was hungry, and now that you're
Sausages.
saying this, I just want hot dogs.
Sausages.
I keep realizing I keep making very phallic euphemisms.
Yes, you are.
I use a lot of phallic food references. Anyways, I'm so sorry for that. Never. But no, I'm not sorry.
No, don't be.
Sorry, not sorry. It's good comedy. All right. So, as you get on, you fill it up. You guys can purchase everything.
I'm working on it.
Kind of
right
in
now.
between stuff. And the carriage is full. You jump in the carriage, you ride it, and you know it'll be before dawn, before you reach halfway.
We should have asked her how far down the road she was when she saw the skull in the tree.
Right.
Okay.
But we know to keep an eye out for
Well,
the skull. at least.
Meta, you know that it was fairly close to halfway.
Okay, cool.
Also, it looks like they ambush at this skull marker or
So
something.
yeah, we might get ambushed.
So we should prepare an ambush on them, I think. If we
Um,
know they're going to ambush us, then we know we need to expect it. Maybe we can hide on the carriage or something?
Maybe. I'll let you guys think about that. In between episodes! I'll see you guys next week
Dun,
for episode
dun.
3. That was episode 2! I don't know what the name of these episodes will be, but it'll be something funny, probably something euphemistic. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.